EDM and a meeting of the mind. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1486 of What You To Now, documenting the journey as I've transitioned from brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business and back and forth. In 2020 with COVID, I decided that I didn't want to just be online, even though a lot of people were just moving online for the first time. I had come online in 2017, 2018 following my divorce, and I realized how much of our dependence as a nation and as people has been outsourced, and that we are very dependent on things outside of our control, and that, to me personally, isn't what I want to be. I don't want to be dependent on much that's outside of my control. And I mean, for my sustenance, I don't want permission to leave my house. I mean, I don't want to have to expect that I need permission to leave my house or do what I want, when I want, where I want, wearing what I want, with whomever I want. And COVID has had a huge impact on our personal freedoms, and I am one to say no. I decide what's right for me, and that's what I'm going to do. Always have, for the most part. Once I got divorced, always have, and want to remain independent and do that. Now, from a personal standpoint, I'm more dependent on other people than I wish I was because of my vision challenges. But otherwise, I still try to do as much as I can for myself, maintain my independence, and do what I can with what I've got right now, and always be stretching and growing that. Our annual challenge this year is about doing one thing every day that improves us. Like everybody else, I want to always be getting better. And some days I do something every day to improve myself, but some days I don't feel like I'm making any progress. And that's a personal decision and a way of looking at it, because guess what? Every single day we are making progress. We are changing, we are growing, we are expanding, unless, of course, we are purposefully not, and we're contracted. We are expansive beings, and we're always changing and growing and becoming what it is that we want to become, unless we find some way to stifle or stop that. And you can stifle and stop that. You can stunt your personal development growth. I know a lot of people that beyond high school or college, they think that that was the extent of their education. They haven't picked up, and I don't know a lot of people anymore, but I used to, that never read a book after they got out of high school. Like, how would you not read a book? Because I come from a family of readers. I've come across people like that. And actually, I think more people, that's common for more people than it is not. We always think that other people think like us and believe like us, but they absolutely positively don't. Each human being on the planet and in the universe we're all connected yet separate, in that we have the ability to think and choose and believe and create our own lives independent of other people, with other people, but also independent of them. It's confusing. I don't know if it's confusing to you, but it's a little confusing to me. We have all this personal freedom and ability to create what we want within ourselves and of ourselves, yet there's so many things outside of us that impact us and have influence on us. But we get to choose what we allow to influence us or not, right? We get to decide, I'm not going to turn that show on, or I'm not going to turn the TV on. I'm not going to go on social media. I'm not going to listen to other people's opinions if they make me feel bad. If it makes me feel bad, then it's not for me. It might make them feel good to say something mean, but if it hurts my feelings, then the message wasn't meant for me. It's not really true for me. And what we have to do is filter out all the nonsense and select what is true for us, what's important for us to pick and choose from in the world, and use that to become a better human being. So today, our topic for the annual challenge was emotional decision making. Now, newsflash, emotional decision making comes naturally for all of us. EDM, I call it. Emotional decision making is our natural state of being. Our emotions, our feelings signal something is going on, and then we have to decide what we're going to do about it. Sometimes we're not going to do anything about it. Sometimes we're going to have to go through a whole decision-making process and make a choice, the choice that feels right and is best for us. Emotions, sometimes they'll cause us to make an awesome decision. Sometimes our emotions, like fear and doubt and worry, will cause us to make a safe decision or a comfort zone decision, which might not be the best for us. But we never know until after we make the decision, see the results that happen, because of that decision, and then we can choose to make another decision. We can go in a different direction. It's the cool thing is no decision for the most part is permanent. We can always make another choice. Change every day is a new day, and we can make a different decision tomorrow. Maybe today we decided to sit on the couch and eat Girl Scout cookies, since Girl Scout cookies just came out, and watch movies all day. Well, tomorrow we can wake up and we can decide to go out and about and get re-engaged in our life and the world. We all need time to recharge our batteries, and how you do that is unique and special to you. So decision making, emotional decision making, we talked about that, and then we talked about 6 ways that you can improve your decision making by better understanding decision making, how you make decisions, and realize that emotions are going to be a part of that. Emotions are going to be a part of absolutely every decision that we make. Every decision we make is emotional first, and then we justify it with facts and figures and reasons and benefits and features that enhance and reinforce that we made the right decision, right? Our idiom for Supersize Your Business today was a meeting of the minds. And I used the snowman guys singing, the little carolers, to represent and remind us that if we're not all singing from the same page, the same piece of music, then it's not going to sound good. It's not going to work out. The same is true of meeting of the minds, which comes from contract law and contracts, that in order for there to be a contract, there has to be an agreement, which requires us to have intention and then a meeting of the minds. We have to intend to enter into an agreement, and then we have to agree on the different parts and components of that contract, that agreement, in order to have there be a meeting of the minds. Now, talked about examples and how that plays out in our businesses. It plays out in contracts. It plays out in legal agreements. It plays out in communication and identity and culture and expectations and all the areas and aspects. The vision, is everybody in alignment, and do they understand their part to play in creating the vision of the business that you are creating? So we talked about that. I have a catch-up day today. It's been a couple of days of granddaughters. Monday was my granddaughter had a day off school and had a sleepover. Yesterday was my baby granddaughter, so the kids could enjoy the snow day that we had in the snow. And so today I've got a bunch of commitments and things that I'm going to catch up on. I always get my have to get done things done, and meetings and commitments I've had scheduled, but I have more flex time. The older I get, the more flex time I build into my schedule to read and recharge my batteries and learn and absorb and do the things that I want to do, and spend time with the people I love and care about, because that's more important to me than I used to say work was my life and business was my life, and it was. And now I literally do what I want, when I want, where I want, wearing what I want, with whomever I want, or I choose not to participate and I don't do it. It's an enviable position to be in, and I feel almost guilty saying it, because I wasn't sure I would ever reach that point where I wasn't stressed out and worried all the time about, was this business going to create this massive impact? Whoa, sorry. Frozen girl. Elsa, we watched Elsa, my granddaughter. I introduced her to the Frozen Disney shows yesterday, where we read books and played and did all kinds of fun things. So I'm on a catch-up date. If I can help you in any way, ask. Might be a little slow to respond, but probably not, because part of what I need to catch up on is social online related things, and just little things like updating profiles and fixing appointments and schedules and technical things that I've just been putting off. Started my little list of, okay, sometimes something will come up and you need to fix it, but you can fix it right away because it's only going to take a minute or two, and then I do it right then. But sometimes things take me a little longer to figure out, and so I'll put them on a list, and then we just check it off because they're not urgent, and then probably not even important, but then I just get to them when I get to them. Is it important to me personally that all my social media profiles and all my stuff is perfect and aligned? No. To a lot of people it is, because they're grinding and struggling and hustling to create the business and the impact they want in the world. And I'm taking a much more casual approach to urgency these days than I used to. All right, if I can help you, ask advice, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye. Have an amazing day.